The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 559 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Sembras playing cards from Theory11. So, without further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. So here we have the Sembras playing cards here, and these are a Theory11 original deck of cards here, and they are inspired by a legendary tequila distillery in Santa Rosa Canyon, Mexico, which I did not know until I read that on their website there. But we got that nice matte finish tuck box there. It's that off-white with that yellow color, so an off-white and yellow colorway. You got the Sombras logo there. You got that like little temple design there in the back. With the birds, you got the highest quality premium playing cards, and then a little bit of words down there, which I can't really pronounce. Then you got some little designs there. On one side says premium quality. Other side says produced by Theory11. On the bottom, we got Theory11 logo, circuit row, and premium playing cards, Theory11. On the back, a little sneak peek of the back design, and some more foiling there. A little bit of gold foiling. And the tuck box is slightly embossed, so you feel a little bit of texture of the tuck box. For the seal here, you got like a brownish black kind of seal. There, like a stamp style. And then you got that like Sombras little fancy S there, or S design there. And it says 0223, so they're from 2023. Then on the bottom here, I'm not entirely sure what it says, but I think it says produced by Theory11 there. And now I'll crack the seal. With our handy dandy card opener. And I didn't fully get it yet. There we go. And then on the tuck flap here, it just says Theory11, the world's finest high-end playing cards, designed by the United States Playing Company, inspired by the Book of Sembras. And then the inner tuck flap is that kind of like off-white colorway. Get the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box, it is fully custom there, so you got that standard like kind of matte white finish, but with all that gold foiling pattern throughout the inside there. Pretty fancy. And pretty nice interior. Always love custom interiors. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And as always, we'll start with the back design here. So here we have a mirrored back design there with the standard white border going around. And it is that kind of like a darker yellowish orange kind of colorway. There was like some more deeper kind of like browns in there. There. And the deck, and this is themed around that tequila, the legendary tequila distillery in Mexico. There. So I won't know too much of the details about this, but there's that back design. Looks pretty nice. There. And you flip it over, same design in both directions. And now for the cards you get with the deck, you'll start with the first card here, or the first Joker here. It says Joker. And then you got the two characters there. They're doing some kind of something, like, I don't know what they're doing exactly. Making some kind of like statue or something. Not entirely sure. And then you got a second identical Joker there. So two identical Jokers. Some pretty nice details so far. Then you got that custom Ace of Spades there. And it says Ace of Spades there. And you kind of got that kind of almost like rope kind of style, kind of like little border for this spade there. And you got the character there holding like the two like tequila, I was going to say wine barrels, but they're not wine if it's based off tequila. So you got the tequila barrels there. You got two roses at the top, and then you got the custom suits and font there for the corners there. You got the custom spade design, so custom suits there. And you got those fully custom court cards there. That fully custom art design there. They're that kind of more Mexican style kind of court cards there. And then you got that custom Ace of Diamonds here. With that kind of red, white, and brown kind of colorway. And you got the slightly custom diamonds, like nothing like too crazy with the diamonds, but they're custom. And you got the same kind of styling for the court cards for the diamonds here. Jack, Queen, King. There. Still some amazing detail on these court cards. And you got 3 more custom court cards, so each court card is slightly different than one another. And all court cards are the same, which is pretty nice. Then you got those custom clubs designs here. Then you got a custom ace of clubs there. Got the little character there with a bunch of flowers there. And lastly, we got the hearts, Jack, Queen, King of Hearts. Once again, those fully custom designs there. And then you got the slightly custom hearts. And then you got that custom ace of hearts there with the woman holding the basket on her head there, or carrying the basket on her head there. And then you got the Sembras. The Sembras little ad card here. And put it there. Just the background on the back. And then you got another little ad card here. Back design. And now that we took a look at the cards for the handling, there's that classic air cards finish from the United States Playing Company. So they will just always handle fantastic. And straight out of the box, they got a pretty nice flex to them. There just might be like slightly, just like a little bit of stiffness, just because they're like a brand new straight out of the box. But they still spring fantastic. There. They got a nice fan ability to them. You can see all the suits and numbers, nice spread. There. So overall, I gotta say, they're handling pretty nice. As expected. Because Theory11 decks always handle fantastic. And they look fantastic too. I really like the colorway of these cards. You don't need to see that this colorway too much, like a slightly like a yellowish, like a darker yellow. And like a brown is pretty nice. And they got that pretty nice tuck box as well over there. With that kind of off-white and yellow colorway. There. So once again, here's that design, back design. Fantastic back design there. A Theory11 original deck. Their design. And they handle fantastic, which you just saw. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 559 of Daily Deck Review, and this has been the Sembras playing cards from Theory11, and I'm the Canadian character signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.